Hey everyone, today we're going to be looking at 30 facial prepared for amalgam. And to be honest, I kind of even debated whether or not I should upload this video because it's really tough to get a good camera angle to see this. You'll see what I mean. But at the same time, there are a lot of new instruments and techniques that we're going to be using with this prep as opposed to the first one that I think would be beneficial for you guys to see ahead of time. And I decided that a good compromise would be just to keep the video short so you could see everything that's new, but also wouldn't have to spend too much time dealing with the bad camera angles. And two more quick things. Make sure to have the video in HD so you can see what's going on well. And then also you'll see that I'm retracting with my fingers. And in the clinic and even in the pre-clinic, you want to make sure that you're actually retracting the lip with the hand mirror instead of your fingers. I just use my fingers because that's pretty much what I needed to get enough strength to retract so that the camera could see. So the very first thing we're going to be doing is drawing the outline form of this preparation on the tooth. And I didn't include a video, but that's pretty straightforward. After that, we're going to be placing our 212 retainer, and you can see that I'm placing the lingual beaks first, and then sliding the buccal down there. And this will help retract the gingiva, make sure we don't cause any unnecessary tissue damage. You don't have to use one of these, but it does help, especially your first time. So it's totally up to you. And then I'm checking here with the mirror just to make sure that I don't have any of the gingiva pinched. Now that that's on, we're going to be using our 330 actually for this. It's a 2mm cutting surface, so that really helps us keep the preparation conservative as opposed to the 245, which is longer. And there's really nothing to this. I know you can't see what's going on, but we're just following the outline form that we drew with the pencil, making sure that our depth at the occlusal wall is correct. I like to keep it on the conservative end to start, right around the 1.5mm mark. That way, if we need to smooth out the walls afterwards and the depth increases, we're still within that ideal range. Similar thing, of course, down towards the gingival seat area. And I believe the depth range you want there is between 1mm and 1.25mm. So we've finished that outline form, and we're just probing to make sure that we have our depth where we want it. And it looks pretty good. Next step here is going to be using the slow speed. And the first thing you want to do is make sure that it's on the forward setting as opposed to the reverse setting. And you can see that first view I showed you was the R for reverse, and that last one was the F for forward. Make sure that the dot on the handpiece is lined up with the F. Right, so we're going to start smoothing out this preparation, and you can see we're using the 957 end cutting burr in the slow speed handpiece. Another burr you can use is the 335 here, or sorry, the 35. And this one's also nice. They're both perfectly fine. People have different preferences. I usually use the 35 actually, and I figured I'd show you both just so you can try them both out in the lab and see what you like. The 957 is sort of nice because the cutting surface is only at the very end of the burr. So even if you bring it towards one of the occlusal walls, the gingival seat, or any other area of the preparation that you don't want to extend into, you don't have to worry about that, as opposed to the 35, which has cutting surfaces laterally. Okay, so the final step here, once this preparation is smooth, is to put in the retention groove. And I do this with the half round in the high speed. And I like to make sure that almost the entire end of the burr, the little circle at the end, is extending into that retention groove, because that should bring us to right around 0.5mm. And you can sort of see here that looks to be where we're at. Okay, and sometimes that can kind of push a little bit axially and create a little more roughness. And we just go back in with the slow speed once again to smooth that out. Not too big of a deal. And that's one of those reasons it's nice to keep the prep conservative at first in terms of depth, because if you do have to go in and smooth it out more, you can make sure that you're still within that ideal range. You can also use the Wheatlestat chisel or the straight hatchet here. Both are nice. Really, any sharp hand or sharp hand instrument that you can fit into the preparation, you can use to smooth out those walls. So yeah, that's really all there is to this one. I think you'll find that the vision is much more direct with this preparation, which is nice. It's really just a matter of making sure that you fall within those small ranges of depth and measurements like that, and that your outline form is nice. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to comment any questions you have below, and I will see you with the next one. The next camera angles are much better. I filmed those already. I just need to edit them, so you can look forward to that. All right, good luck, guys. See you next time.